we're gonna do a look for my friend Chloe's birthday. She's done kind of like a open collab on Instagram, do a look inspired by birthday things like that for her birthday, which I think is so cute. I love Chloe with my whole heart. She's just such a sweet angel. You know, when just someone has the most wholesome, beautiful energy, that's her. One of the things that Chloe suggested for the looks is you could go like a traditional birthday theme, presents or party hat, like confetti, that kind of thing, but I wanted to just do something a bit different because of who I am as a person. We're gonna do a look inspired by Chloe's favourite things. Her favourite colour combo, which is actually adjacent to one of mine anyway, I love pink and green, and her favourite colours are mint and lilac, so a bit more specific, and that's quite fun. And then her favourite flower is a lotus, so I'm gonna attempt to try to draw them on my eyes. She loves cherries as well. I don't know if I'm gonna incorporate that, but yeah, we'll make it fun. I'm thinking like a mint and lilac Monet style with the water lilies and just kind of go from there. That's my kind of initial thoughts, which fully aligns with my style too, so that's pretty perfect, isn't it? So yeah, let's get stuck in. I don't quite remember when we found each other, but it's been a while, so I'm just using the Glow Not Dry concealer under my eyes. And she's just so sweet. She's just a genuinely nice, kind person. She's so supportive, uplifting all the time to everybody. You know, when it's just such a beautiful soul of a person, you can see it through them so easily. It's lovely. I'm just going to stick with my usual Romand Bare Water Cushion. I'm just trying to do the base as quickly as possible so I can crack into the fun stuff. I was drawing some doodles on my hand with the Glisten Spectra pens because I was trying to work out what I was going to do. Oh, she likes pizza as well and cross stitch. A lilac blush, which is unfortunately one I can't talk about yet because it hasn't been released, but I just want to make sure I use it thoroughly before it is released so I can give a very thorough review. Lovely, that's like a true cool tone, pinky lilac. Oh, she's lovely. Oh, I just need a lip balm, the Lethal Cosmetics one. It's a bit more blue, but I think it'll read more lilac against the lilac-y pink. So this is the eerie ectoplasm highlighting balm. It's so fun. I love these. I hope they bring out more. See, that's fun. It's like a very ethereal glow. I really enjoy it. Just going to mattify with the Flower Nose Strawberry Cupid setting powder. Down the centre of my face. I might need the fan on. There we go. I do feel so much more like cool and dramatic with the fan on, I must say. Also, why do I have my hands up so often? I hate it. Whenever I'm editing, I'm like, why am I doing this so often? And I can't stop myself. Right, so base done. Just quickly do my brows. I need to dye them again. I feel like I'm very close to having invisible brows again because my natural brow colour is very, very, very pale. Which is funny because it's like a trend now, isn't it, to have like bleached brows? Or are we getting towards the end of that now, do we think? Because that was a trend for a while, wasn't it? And I think it looked cool. I think it looks really cool when it's intentional. But unintentional, it just kind of looks like you missed a step. You know what I mean? I used to never do anything with my brows when I was younger. Never really plucked them, never really did anything. I never even brushed them. But the issue is, when I was younger, I used to dye my hair all the different colours, including black, and I never did anything to my brows, so they didn't match. I just had very light, gingery blonde eyebrows with black hair. I was very cool. I feel like it's not fair nowadays because younger kids are so much cooler. Social media means that you don't really have a chance to just explore your identity and your style without it being perfectly curated. I feel like social media's ruined the kind of rite of passage, essentially, of being like a young, like a kid, teenager age, like I don't know, 10 to 16, where you have that really awkward phase of being like, what do I actually like, or what suits me, what do I enjoy? So it's just quite sad to me that that's an end of an era. Like, I have some pictures that I had some style choices. I don't disagree with them all. I think some of them were pretty fun, and it's made me into the person I am today. Like, I probably wouldn't be so experimental with makeup and clothes and novelty bags and things like that if I didn't have my weird point in my childhood. Yeah, it's just kind of sad that everyone's just so perfectly polished and like almost like carbon copies of each other, you know, the Instagram face. Like, everybody attains to that when they're in school, and it's just sad. There's a lack of individuality with that age range because you so desperately want to fit in, but with social media everything is online instantly, so if you mess up or maybe do a look that doesn't quite look right, it's there forever, and that's hard. That's really hard. Social media it can be awful. It can be really, really bad, and I'm not saying anything new by saying that. Eyes. Create a blank canvas using the MAC Painterly paint pot. Alright, let's get into the fun stuff now. I'm going to use the Aurora Chasing palette from Terra Moons and Ellie Star. It literally has a mint and a lilac, so pretty perfect palette for this look, I feel. I'm going to use the mint on the inner corner and then go to lilac. I think that's my idea. I'm going to use the Spectrum B11, which is just a small but fluffy brush, and go into that minty shade. Extremely excited. No pressure. I do feel like a minty inner corner is next level. Honestly, I just love it like this. Whack on some mascara, done. Like, that is a look. Oh, I love that. Okay, and now I'm going to go straight into the lilac on the outer corner. It's slightly darker. It's more of like a mid-tone lilac-y purple. As normal, I'm going to blend that extremely well up towards the brow bone. So I'm kind of tapping the brush in to where I want the concentrated colour, and then I'm swiping when I want to blend it. This is actually my first time using this palette. I bought it a while ago, and it's kind of got buried a little bit underneath some releases that happened recently that I got gifted in PR. If I've been gifted something, I'm going to try and prioritise it because the brand have gone out of their way to send it to me. Not that I feel obligated to, it's just my own personal preference of helps me kind of steer what I'm doing every day. So I have a pile of palettes. There's about 13, 14 palettes that are sat there that I'm trying to rotate into my daily looks so that I get full usage out of them, and this one's just unfortunately been a bit at the bottom. It's such a gorgeous palette. So I'm blending that quite far in towards the mint and then smoking it out quite far because I want it to be a good base for the lotuses. I feel like this colour combo is so fairy coded. Ew, am I too old to say coded stuff? That felt really wrong coming off the tongue. Put it back. I quite like it being light like this. I'm quite a fan of a lighter look. I might just pop a tiny bit of this really deep plummy colour along the lash line, just smoked out, because Chloe likes a bit of a darker eye, so I'm gonna pay homage to her. I love this eye look already. I think I might take the mint just a little bit further along, underneath and above. Sorry, I'm just using the Lethal and SpongeBob brush. There is a gorgeous purple in this, however, I do really want to use these from Dieverun. So I've got Tinsel, which is like a minty greeny blue, and we've got Enchanted Night in collaboration with Look at All Those Sparkles. It's just a perfectly lilac-y, pinky shade, and I just feel like it'll be beautiful over the lid. I'm just thinking, do I do that or do I do the design? Oh, that's hard. I think maybe the design first and then I'll add the sparkles. That's what we'll do. So I think I'm going to use the Made by Mitchell colour case. It's the eclectic one. And I think I'm going to mix these two to make a mint. And then this is a good lilac here, and probably use a bit of the pink and white as well. Maybe yellow. We'll see. I haven't used this tons of times, but it does seem to be really good for teeny tiny detail work. I'm going to use the Glisten 3 brush, which is very small. Just mixing the two greens to make a mint. Is that minty enough? Be a tiny bit more of the blue. There we go, that's pretty much perfect, isn't it? So I'm going to do tiny little lily pads and do lotuses on top with the pinks and purples and white. We'll see. Kind of like that. Oh, my eye's watering. It's the fan, I think. So they're just kind of like the base lily pads, kind of. Cute. Like mix the lilac with the white, make a lighter lilac, and add a bit of pink in there as well. There. Oh, she's a bit wonky, but that's okay. Try and do just 3 little like prongs is the technical term, to make it look like a lily pad, lotus flower thing. Do you see the idea? A bit wonky, but everything is. Nothing is perfectly symmetrical. Little lotuses. Yay. Let's do a little bit of the pink mixed with white. There's the pink. I'm just going to try to create a tiny bit of dimension by adding a different colour in the centre of the lily. Do you see it? I think it just helps it pop a little bit better. There we go. Okay, that's very cute. Such a mess on my hands. So now I'm going to go in very lightly with Enchanted Night from Dieverunecosmetics and Look at All Those Sparkles. For a second there I thought I'd messed up her name. Oh, isn't that beautiful? And just gently tapping that all over. That is such a pretty sparkle. It's perfect, like fairy-like sparkle. Not too much, just a little bit, but mostly concentrating it on the lid. Taking that underneath as well. Oh my god, I've just realised that purple sparkle has tiny little mint reflex as well. Isn't that perfect? It's like I totally intended it. Now I'm going to add some sparkle on the mint as well. So this is the shade Tinsel from Dieverunecosmetics. Oh, she's so pretty. In the inner corner. To blend into the other one. God, I love sparkle. So I love that. Might just whack a little bit more of the pink back on top because I think I did dull it a little bit. I didn't wait till it was fully dry before tapping sparkle on top. I think the thing with these teeny tiny little detail brushes is make sure I always kind of try to twist it gently in my hand to keep it relatively at a point, and then immediately put it back in the little protective sleeve before I accidentally make it fray. What else now? So that's all done. I think I want to add some like little dots and sparkles everywhere to make it a bit more party-like. I'm going to use a couple different chromafliks from Glisten Cosmetics. This is frosting. Blue, green, purple, gold reflex. Phoenix, which is a fiery orange to yellow to green. Got jellyfish, which is a pink to green to blue to purple. So that's fun. And I'm just going to dot that everywhere because it's cute and I want to, and that's it. Yeah. Trying to make sure I do some more irregular shapes. They're all dots in the end of the day, but just different sizes. And because I clearly can't stop, I'm tempted to put some of these on too. Should I? I think I should. These are from Dieverunecosmetics as well. They're just tiny little gems. They're all just gorgeous colours and they make me so happy. The issue is trying to work out which one to use though. Just all of them across my face. I'm going to try to use the pinks, blues, greens, purples. Yeah, they are. Is that pretty? I think so. Does that look like a spot? I don't think I care. I think I like it. So I'm just going to copy that on the other side, I think, but maybe not with the same colours. That's too many bigger ones, isn't it? That's pretty, right? I'm going to trade this blue for a bigger blue, I think. I'm going to switch this one for a smaller one. Okay, I'm going to stop faffing. What do we think? Is that pretty? I think I quite like that. I love the randomness of it. Oh, it's cute. I love this makeup. Okay, I'm happy. I'm gonna just stop there. We're gonna do mascara now. This sadly isn't really a mint mascara, or at least I don't have one. My nose won't stop running. Oh. Would a rainbowy lash be too much, or just the right amount of much? Oh, don't put that in the cameras there. Would you have pistachio? That's probably the closest to mint. Could potentially do. Like mint on the inner and then purple. It's not very lilac, is it? I've got violet, maybe. I love a good teal. That could be a fun one. I just don't know. Maybe we could do like a lighter green to teal to purple. That could be interesting. Should we do that? I can always go over it. Spectral Lash, pistachio. And then a teal maybe? On that one. Yeah. Yay! I don't even know if I showed this one. This was violet. That was upside down. It's violet. Can you see the different colour mascara? Hope you can, because it's very fun and you're missing out if you can't there. You can see it a bit there. The fan is making my eyes water. I'm trying so desperately to not let it. I think I need something on the lash line. I'm going to use Ethereal Ecstasy from Rudecosmetics in the Hypnotic Hyper Chrome Liner, because it's a beautiful purple. I'm going to take that half the way and do the rest of it with the shade Illusion, also from Rudecosmetics, because that one's got a bit of a greeny shift to it. Can you see? Probably not. I feel like this look is a bit like a fairy party, like around a pond. That's the vibe I'm getting. I hope you get it too. So lips. I'm going to use the Judy Doll Soft Matte Lip Pencil in the shade CO2. Just going to use the cheek and lip tint from Sephora in the shade Pink Splash on the centre of my lips to add a bit more colour. And then I'm going to use Dieverun Gloomy Gloss in the shade Creepy Coconut, because look at that shift. I think that's it. Just a very cute little shimmer on the lip, nothing too crazy because the eyes are the focal point. I feel like I matched my top pretty well too. There's the brightness down so you can see all the sparkles. Don't forget that cheek highlight. Oh, I love it. I hope Chloe loves it. I know it's not really the traditional birthday thing, but I thought I'd rather do a look that's more geared towards her personal likes and stuff. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but I had a lot of fun doing this. Hope you enjoyed watching it. It was a bit of a process, but I feel like we're there. I'm very proud of myself. I hope you have a lovely day, whatever it is that you're doing, and I hope to see you again sometime. Okay, bye.